All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful they got there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful the believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, and what I want to get into today, just quick news and prophecy, dealing with a few articles, I was reading this morning, and at the end of the day, all right, the will of the Lord, all right, is playing out in the earth, okay, and the will of the Lord is contained in the scriptures, and that's why, there's a heavy emphasis, on prophecy, all right, when you go into the scriptures, because these events, okay, are going to have a major effect on everyone's day to day in the time to come, okay? And understanding prophecy, that's going to be our stability, okay, in the times of chaos, because understanding and knowing that these things must be so, So we're in the time now, as you read the book of Isaiah 34 and 16, it says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh, and read, which is the scriptures, man, the Bible. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Okay, so the Bible contains, okay, pretty much the agenda, okay, of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah in the earth. It's telling you his intentions. Okay, the Bible tells you his intentions, what he's going to do. It's not possibility. It's not a chance that these things might happen. No, none of these shall fail. Everything will come to pass, and it's going to come to pass how he said it will come to pass. Okay, and it said none shall want her mate, because at the end of the day, there's no other book that's speaking beside the Bible. Okay, the Bible is overshadowing and breaking in pieces all these other doctrines and philosophies, that have dominated the earth, man. Okay, Islam have nothing to say containing prophecy, man. The Quran, okay, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, nobody knows what that's talking about, man. Okay, there's nothing being quoted or speaking out of no damn Book of the Dead, man. Okay, the Hindu temple, the Buddha temple, none of these things are speaking to the things that are happening in real time, and that's the Lord showing that he is. Yahweh Bashim Al Shah is showing that he is through prophecy. Okay, and as these things continue to come to pass all the way up until the time of Yahweh Shah, all right, it's going to be proven that he is, man. Okay, and that the Bible, all right, has always been the book of truth. Okay, so let's go from here. Let's get this in Isaiah. Then we go into a couple articles. And we always get it, but hey, it's speaking. When something is speaking, if it's saying the same thing, you're going to keep bringing out the same thing. It's Isaiah 46 and 8. It said, remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind. O ye transgressors, remember the former things of old, for I'm the Most High and there is none else. I'm the Most High and there is none like me. All right, so the Lord is separating himself, from all these other false deities, man, that have been worshipped for ages. Okay, and how does he separate himself? Okay, verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, things are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, I will do all my pleasure. Okay, so this Bible being fulfilled is the Lord doing his pleasure in the earth, man. And we understand that part of the Lord, a main thing that's going to be a pleasure to the Lord is to remove this current rulership of Esau, Edom, okay, and place his people in power, beginning with his son Yahweh Shai, all right, the 144,000, men, 12,000 men from each tribe, and the rest of the elect, placing them in power, okay. That's the Lord's pleasure, okay. But before that, there's going to come a time of chaos and tribulation like the earth has never seen, and we're watching the build up to it. Okay, so let's go into, all right, this article here. This is Australia launches CBDC test program, complete with carbon credit and trading. Okay, this devil is all over the place, man. Okay, but everything is leading to the digital age. Okay, this is the fourth industrial revolution, all right, being rolled out right before our eyes, man. Okay, which is going to lead to what? The CHIP. And it says the Reserve Bank of Australia, similar to the private Federal Reserve here in the United States, has launched 14 different bank digital currency pilot programs in an effort to shift the country entirely to a cashless society. Okay? In the effort to shift the country entirely to a cashless society. Okay? This is where these things are going. These things are happening real time. It's only so long Jake can tell you that it's not that. Okay? To where everyone's going to be faced, okay, with, making their decision, all right, when this thing is mandated, man. All right, when the CHIP is mandated, everyone is going to be faced in that day, the hour of temptation, okay, is going to be faced with having to make their decision, man. Okay, it says the Australian and New Zealand banking group reportedly partnered with the Growlow Carbon Ventures to launch the trading of so-called Australian carbon credit unions, which are tokens backed by nature-based and real-world assets, according to Reclaim the Net. It said there is already a stable coin called the ASDC that is paired with these ACCUs, which CGV can now purchase with real-time settlement through ANZ smart contract schemes. And see, all this is doing, okay, is preparing the masses for the transition to digital. Okay, everywhere you look, you had in New York, they rolled out, a program testing the digital currency. Okay, a few months ago. Now you have Australia. They're launching 16 programs, 14 different, programs, launching the CBD. Okay, cashless, man. All right, and that's why you see all these nations doing what? Leaving the dollar, dumping the dollar, because it ain't that these other nations are going to establish another world currency. No, the currency is going to be digital. Okay, Esau was slithering to his global reset, his wicked global reset agenda, but he's going to fail. Okay, because it's not part of the Lord's pleasure for this man to be able to pull off his New World Order agenda. Okay, you go to the book of Job, chapter 5. All right, verse 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, and Esau, Edom, is the crafty, going back to that serpent. He was more subtle, okay, more crafty than any beast of the field. Okay, and this man has been moving with extreme craftiness, setting up this NWO. All right, because he's been, this has been this has been centuries, okay, of this man wanting to establish an NWO, and he's to the point where he think he's finna crown his enterprise, man. Okay, it said he taken the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the fraud is carried headlong. Okay, and we read in the NLT verses Job 5, 12, and 13. He frustrates the plans of the schemers, all right, so that the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. Okay, it's not in the Lord's pleasure for this man to win. Okay, he's going to accomplish, certain, he's going to get to a certain, phase within his NWO before the Lord really intervenes and deals with this man. Okay, but this transition is going to be bloody. It's going to be uncomfortable. Okay, it's going to be extremely violent. Okay, it's going to be extremely chaotic, and he's going to present, okay, that device, okay, as a solution. That CHIP. Now, let's go from there, because one thing about it is this man, okay, sets up his CBDC, all right, and he's gearing towards his digital infrastructure, all right. What else is he pushing? Okay, wickedness. You know, you see the earth is getting more and more wicked as this man is attempting to set up his NWO. So the Lord is becoming more and more angry. Okay, you see. So the judgment, all right, that's finna hit the earth is going to be the wrath of the Lord being poured out in the earth, man. And we see why. So this man's attempt to set up his New World Order, you know, he's pretty much boasting like, yeah, I'm gonna set my New World Order up and I can be wicked as I want while doing it. Okay? And that's that's a terrible combination, all right, for the wicked, man. And anyone that's in cahoots. Now, when you read this article, it said meet the woke rating scores, prompting brands like Nike and Bud to hire Trans Am's, okay, influencers for ads. Okay? Through. It says when we finally have an answer to why Budweiser knowingly decided to torch his brand and its customer base by entrusting its marketing and ad strategy to a man in a woman's clothing drinking beer in a bubble bath. Like everyone else, it appears as simply to try and appease the woke lobby, likely in hopes of preventing them from turning on their brand for not being diverse enough. And see, this whole council culture is pretty much a way that Esau can isolate in any form of righteousness and say that it's hate, say that it's discrimination, okay, say that it's segregation. Okay, so these companies, all right, either they're down with it fully, or just for the fear of being counseled, all right, they start to comply with the so-called woke culture, which is woke culture is a bunch of idiots, all right, who doctrines come from memes, really don't know what the hell going on. They know one or two facts about certain things, and then there's a bunch of madness, all right, and they call it woke culture, man. Okay, so the earth is a shit show on this man. All right, now it says it calls the corporate equity index, or CEI, score according to a new report. So now they have a corporate equality index, okay, CEI, okay, which score these different companies for their they're rating them on their equality level. Okay, there's an extremely wicked standard in the earth, man. It says according to a new report from the NY Post, and it says, and it's the reason that companies like Nike and Anheuser-Busch are committing brand suicide, hiring people like Trans Am, all right, a Trans Am influence, Dylan Mulvaney. It says, as the Post notes, the score is monitored by the Human Rights Campaign, the largest alphabet political lobbying group in the world. So when their words, keep your score high, or expect this at the front door of your corporation headquarters. So here it is, you have the alphabet community pretty much, okay, setting the standard in the earth, man. Okay, and this is under this man's rulership. So this is why the Lord's anger, okay, is constantly being kindled against this place more and more. This is Psalm 7 and 11. It said, the Most High judgeth, all right, the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Okay, every day the Lord is angry at the wicked, man, and it's getting worse. And the Lord's anger is increasing. Okay, that's why it's going to be like a time like never before, man. Verse 12 said, if he turn not, okay, he will whet his sword, he have bent his bow and made it ready. And these are the nukes, man. Okay, these are the nukes, man. And the Lord has these nukes prepared to turn this place into a desert, man. Okay, we in a society where now the standard is being set by Trans Ams and all these, the abominations. Okay, this is a society ran by pedos and Trans Ams, Satanists, man. Okay, and people are still here fighting all right, and protesting to keep this place going, man. Okay, the judgment of the Lord, the wrath of the Lord is long overdue within this society, man. Okay, this is a madhouse, man. Okay, let's go here. Let's get this in and see, this is what's going to be required to continue in this society. And that's why the scriptures say how the elect, love not their lives unto death, man. There's no way that we should want to continue in this society while it's functioning, man. The way this place is going, okay, there's no way we should have any desire to continue here, man. Okay, 2nd Ezra 2 and 8, it said, "Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah." Okay, and Ashur goes back to Assyria, which America is likening to modern Assyria as well. Okay, when you go into it, because matter of fact, see, I pulled it up the other day, because when you go to Assyria, let's see. All right. When you go into Assyria, you had one of their last kings. All right. So Sardanapalus. All right. The last king of the Syrian Empire. And let's see what he was into. All right. It says Sardanapalus, the last king of the Syrian Empire, lived as a woman. He spent his days with his concubines in women's activity, making women's clothes, all right, in purple and soft wool. He dressed as a woman and used makeup and unguents like a courtesan, so his body was more delicate than the most pampered women's. He made his voice like a woman's, and he held great feasts where he had sex with men and women. Okay? And this was the last Assyrian king before they was taken down, all right, by the Babylonians and the Medes. Okay? So the Lord, these ancient kingdoms, would always go too far left, and the Lord would intervene. Okay? And Esau Edom is no different, man. This is that same perverse spirit, okay, that's in America, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get that. Then we'll finish that in Isaiah. Alright, so that nigga, that Syrian king, okay, he was into those things, man. Alright? Showing you that spirit is heavily here in America, man. That Trans Am spirit. This is Isaiah 19:14. It said, "The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have called Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit." Okay? And this is what we're seeing, man. Okay? The American society is likened to a drunken man that can barely walk and is throwing up. Okay? Stepping in the throw up, falling, getting up, staggering, throwing up again. This is the American society, man. It's filth. Okay? Non-progressive, man. This is good for nothing, because a man like that, for a man that just sloppy drunk, can't stand up, constantly throwing up, staggering, okay, he's good for nothing. He's worthless. Okay, this American society is worthless, man, and it has made people worthless, and that's why the Lord is just gonna do away with the masses, man. Okay, that's why America is gonna be turned to a desert, and everyone in it, man, outside of the elect. So going back to 2nd Ezra 2 and 8, it said, "Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in clots and pitch and heaps of ashes. Even so will I do unto them that hear me not, said the Almighty Lord." Okay? And this is what's coming. This is what the Lord has prepared for the wicked, man. Okay? This is what the Lord, all right, is getting ready to bring to the earth. to the masses, man. Okay, America will be a desert, and see, everything is leading up to that. You know, this the central bank, as we see them, push more towards that, the digital infrastructure. All of it is leading to the overthrow of this wicked empire, man. Everything, all roads lead to the overthrow. Okay, so Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters edified. Till next time, I say shalom. Kwam Yashala, Abab, DTA, Shalom.